Hi guys, it's Bear. We're out here at Windsong Lake today, enjoying the breeze, the wind, and I've had a comment recently about beginner bushcraft knives, where to start. And as you know, I have William Collins knives. Blackie has William Collins knives, but a William Collins, a WC knife, is not a knife you want to come out of the gate wearing. Okay, that's an investment. Okay, learn the basics. Crawl before you walk. Walk before you crawl, before you run, and then run. Okay, Williams knives are definitely in the run category. Now, for your everyday carry, you need a good lock blade knife. Okay, you need a good lock blade knife. That's just all that there is to it. They are, I will say, just sort of jacks of all trades. Okay, right here. It has a good snap to it. This is a 3 Oaks blade, and it's one of the best knives that I've ever owned. Okay, and I've owned a lot of them. But you never know where you're going to find these things. Okay, I found this one on the counter at my local pharmacy. Go figure. It's one of the best knives that I've ever had in my life. It goes out with one finger and it goes up with one. It's that simple. Have you a good fixed blade, a good lock blade knife? Okay. I have a 3-bladed Stockman at the house. That's another one of my EDCs that my brother gave me when I turned 21. That was, what, I'm 60 now, 39, 40 years ago. But I cherish that knife. That knife rides with me all the time, except today, of course. But you also need a fixed blade knife. Kind of like this one. You can see it's got a good thick spine on it. It's high carbon steel. Now it has a touch mark. You can see the touch mark right here. I don't remember whose touch mark that is. I bought it secondhand off of a friend, and I don't remember what he told me. But you can see it. I have a fairly large hand, and it fits my hand very well. Okay, there's a little finger notch right here that my finger locks into, and when I crank down on that handle, it's not going anywhere. But this, the blade, roughly the distance across your fingers is 1 inch per finger, just as a rule of thumb. You can see this one is maybe a 6-inch blade. Okay, that's something that when you're dressing game, you can take a knife like this and you can dress anything from squirrels, rabbits, all the way up to hogs, deer, if you're out west, bear and elk. This will handle it. It's very it's compact to the point that you can get up in where you need to go without doing too much damage to your meat. You can go around joints. You can separate ribs, because this is, you'll cut your knife, you'll cut yourself on this one, changing your mind. Okay, it's got a really decent edge on it. But I also include, well, let me say something first. The reason this is not in its sheath is because I took it off of my belt to tell you about it. This is another one, okay? I bought this, a friend of mine was selling some things, and he said, would you like this knife? And I said, well, of course. But it's stamped Wise. I've seen them before. The the antler handle, and this also has a nice thick spine on it. It's not a full tang. Excuse me, it's not a full tang, but it does have a rivet here, so I know that the tang comes back at least to right there, where my thumb's at least to right there, which is excellent. Okay, there's enough there, and it's in enough handle that, you know, if you pop it, you're going to have to work at it. But as I said, it's got a really nice thick spine for you to hit a ferro rod with. It's got good corners on it, good 90-degree edges on it. You notice right there that it's got a nice tang. It protects your finger from sliding forward. As you can see, it's a little, not the tang, you know, it's got a finger rest here that will work very nicely to keep your hands safe. The point is a little bit more severe. Okay, this one has more meat in the point than this one does. Okay, so you won't be able to handle this quite as rough as you do the other one, but it has a nice blade on it. I mean, look at that. That's just poetry in motion. This is a good knife. I have absolutely no complaints about it. I've used it a good bit. My friend that I got it off of was also into reenacting, and he used it reenacting for years, and it was acceptable. It was acceptable to use reenacting, but this would be a good knife as well. Okay, there are people out there who want all the bells and whistles, you know, the Rambo knife. They absolutely love the concept of a Rambo knife. Yeah, they're nice to look at, nice to play with, but when you really want to do some work, a Rambo knife is not going to be your best effort. Okay, it's not going to be the best use of your funds. Last knife I wanted to talk to you about, as I put this one back into the sheath, is this one. This has been one of my bushcrafting EDCs for decades. Okay, this is my Billy Watson. This is the knife that Scab fell in love with at Blackie's Gathering about 3 years ago. This was made by my friend Billy Watson. It's all hand built. It's carbon steel just like the other two. But you can see it's got a little finger divot here, actually forged out of the blade, that will, your finger hits it and grips. Okay, that's just plain and simple. It has an angled, almost an octagonal handle on it. Let's just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got 8 sides. It's an octagonal handle. Okay, that's very colonial, very French and Indian, and it's, I think the pattern is a French trapper's knife, but don't quote me on it. But you can see, if I can get up close enough, you can see Billy's name here and his touch mark. And as another point of aesthetic on this blade, he carved divots into the back here, decorative pieces into the back. I love this knife. Okay, I can't say too many good things about this knife or Billy Watson. He was I think Billy's retired now, but he's a master bladesmith. Okay, and he earned it. Let me just say that he earned it. This is probably the third Watson that I've had. I lost one on the riverbank. I lost a second one in a traffic accident, and I have jealously guarded this one ever since I got it. But yes, this, more often than not when I'm at events and such, this is the knife you're going to see on me. Okay, just plain and simple, this is the knife you're going to see. It also, if you'll notice right here, see if I can get the angle just right. Yeah, it's got a good spine on it too. Now, with all of this decoration on it, I don't know how it's going to work on a ferro rod. To be honest with you, I haven't tried it. This is one of those I really don't want to try it. I may, but up to this point I have not. But yes, it has a very nice thick spine on it. But it's a good knife. It's a very good knife. If you can find, if you're at a rendezvous up north, they just did, what is the name of that rendezvous they did up there? Martin Station. They just did Martin Station, and they have, I don't know when there's another big one up in Ohio. I'm 500-600 miles from these events, so I'm not that up to date on them. Three rivers, three rings, something like that. But as you're traveling around, you might find a Billy Watson on the trade blanket. Okay, if you do, get it. If it's at all humanly possible, pick it up. This is on a par. Now, understand what I'm about to say. William uses steel that was not available to Billy. Okay, this is your basic carbon steel craft knife. Okay, Williams are ABEL, and another thing that my chef's knife is made out of that I don't remember what it is. Something starts with an N. But those are exotic metals that Williams is one of the few people in this world that knows how to work it. Billy didn't have that available. Okay, I would put a Billy Watson on a par with a William Collins. Okay, I love you, William. Love you, Billy. Y'all are excellent craftsmen. Okay, but for what they do, each considered individually, I would put them on a level, an equal level. They're that good. Well, I hope that this answers some questions. I wish I had my three-bladed Stockman to show you. I encourage you to have a knife similar to that you just carry in your pocket. I can sharpen pencils. I amazed my grandchildren. Okay, my granddaughter came to me with a broken pencil when she's going into third grade now. I've had her since she was in kindergarten. She's going into third grade now. And she came to me with a yellow number 2. And she said, "Granddaddy, it's broke. What do I do?" I smiled and I said, "Hand it to me." I said, "Watch this." So I popped out the pen knife on my three-bladed Stockman, and I sharpened that knife right there over the kitchen trash can, and she was absolutely mesmerized, totally and completely mesmerized, that I had the skill and had the skills, and I had the equipment to sharpen her pencil. She was used to having one of those little boxes that sit on the teacher's desk, and you go, wham, 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 pull it out, and it's sharp. There comes a time when you don't have the wham, 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 and you need it sharpened. I'm going to teach her how to do it. I'm not going to get her a pocket knife right now. She's not mature enough for that. She's about to be 9. I don't know. Maybe she is. I'll think about it. But yeah, that may be something that she gets for her birthday. It's never too young to teach a child a new skill, but be parent enough to guide them. Don't just toss them the knife and toss them the pencil and say, go have fun. Okay? Don't do that. Take the time to walk them through it. If you have to sharpen the pencil and break the lead and do it again and break it again, do it. Do it. The time invested will be worth it. Her little brother is 6, and I'm going to have to think about getting him one when he turns 7. He's going to have to do a lot of maturing between now and then. But anyway, I love them both dearly. But as I said, just to recap, get you a lock blade, a folding lock blade. Goes out with one and goes down the same way. Get you a high carbon fixed blade. Learn how to use it. If you have a friend, an uncle, a father, a brother that knows how, get them to show you. It's never, ever, ever a bad thing to ask for help. If you don't know something, okay, fine. But if you don't know, ask. Okay? It can save you a lot on ER visits and Band-Aids. But with that, I think I'm going to sign off. Guys, I am so stoked at being back, feeling good, and having the ability to get out here and spend time with y'all in the woods. All right. With that, y'all be safe. I'll see you down the road.